Okay, hey everyone, Yoshi here. Apologies if I don't sound 100%, so not feeling 100% well. I know technically my channel anniversary was yesterday, but considering I wasn't feeling great, yeah, we're doing it today. So, this is gonna be a stream, we're gonna chill for a bit, maybe play some games, just chat, do some tier lists, usual stuff. So, Nickel. Last time I did a Mario Party thing was 2 months ago. Jesus Christ, I need to start getting back to Mario Party 4. Whenever the hell that may be. Because I know I'm debating between Twitch and YouTube at some point. And look, my mic is actually working this time. I don't know why I streamed upside to break this last time, but it works this time. Except when I'm trying to film important videos. That's when it breaks. Yeah, so here's a quick refresher on the tier lists for those who missed it.
Hey.
Hello.
Again, thanks for tuning into the list. Forgot how many there would be.
The thing, I like how my mic is now working on Streamlabs now that I'm not recording anything major.
Outrageous. But you're feeling better?
Somewhat.
Okay.
This is gonna be a chill stream for a bit. I might play something, I might not. We don't know. Because I know my channel anniversary was technically yesterday, but I just want to relax.
I still can't believe Brainsurge is about to turn 16.
Ah, Jesus. Hopefully 237 will be uploaded before the end of the damn year.
But I have a bunch of compilations over that week to celebrate. And 2 of those compilations will be chosen by users.
I still have 2 things in storage for that. Okay, so I will show this real quick. So I have... Yeah, so I swapped things around a little bit, so S tier we have Legend Season 3, Nick Arcade, Figured Out Brainsurge, Figured Out. AI moved some things around a little bit, but still looks normal.
I still feel bad that season 6 didn't get so many reruns.
Yeah, I think Season 6 just looks a lot more better presentation-wise. So remember when I would just randomly find episodes and would just buy them off iTunes?
Yeah, the graphics are better but when I compare it to like the other seasons of game shows, they just put a lot more effort and improvement. But kind of similar to Brainsurge season 2, but this time they really wanted to change things up with a few gimmicks and new invitations
I know
for
some people are
audience.
kind of saying, like, oh, on your actual game show list, didn't you technically put Brain Surge as, like, the top, but, like, this is the top here? Well, the thing is, as a game show overall, I think Brain Surge is great, but we're basing on individual games, and obviously recommending things.
But looking back, I feel bad that so many of the Price's Right games that were well received didn't get that much airtime. I mean, wouldn't you like to see Pay the Rent again?
But yep. Also, people were asking, like, because Nick Arcade is an S tier for season 1, but overall on the list is an A because season 2 is just crap. Like, the thing for season 3 of Legends that also, like, a lot of the, even, like, some of the episodes were team saving and they did fine. And then there's A, B tier, mentioned before, with Belated. I think Belated is still good for stats, and the main reason Make the Grade Season 2 is up this high is because of the university rounds and more wins. And then C tier, of course, Figure It Out, which because Little Bitly was overused.
Yeah, and they rarely had those padding segments with the audience members doing talents. They just gave those up.
And the other thing is, we'll make the Grade Season 3 here because some of the fire drills were great, but Rob so did good what he could. And you know what the funny thing is? This picture I found, because the copy Doug had, I think, was a production copy, and then now we have the master tape of it.
Yeah, and oh yeah, Webheads. I've watched a few more episodes that it's not quite as bad as I thought, but there's still a lot of things that really date the show.
Yeah, and then Make the Grade Season 1 is only here because the low win rate, because I know yesterday, the episode I watched, it had a good fire drill like the hockey, but the thing was, the fire drill is less square, and I think in order, so I have a Frank's speedrun episode next. Rewatching that, because I'm watching the stuff in order.
And again, after watching Phil in interviews and a few more episodes of Neuron, I lightened up to it a little bit more.
I don't think it's terrible or something. It's okay for what it is, but it doesn't feel like a Nick Game show. And I
Yeah,
also, from
yeah,
what
it's just a bit too edgy and like so much direction was lost.
yep. Oh, Nickel, based on like the mall tour clips I seen for like the Make the Great stuff, the 2 episodes, it seems they filmed both those mall tour stuff in the same production day. They filmed them on the same like weekend, but like the episodes were actually filmed in different days.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought based on like they just did like a random. They just did a random bunch to like they were either as commercial spots or just to pad the episodes.
Yeah, because according to I think what Phil said he was doing promotional stuff for the show, so people ended up just going out to malls to get tickets for the show.
Yeah, and I'm starting to wonder if General's going to find more of those rare spots for the shows because we liked when we recovered all the Figure It Out interstitials, and then there was some more Brainsurge and I think a couple double dares he found.
Yeah, I still need to watch Keep It Spotless, but I mean Paradise Run, but yeah, Game Farm is not great, and I think the second episode we never watched the second episode, but I think it was just they were playing golf or something, some stupid golf Xbox game.
I mean, isn't the production of that show embarrassingly cheap?
Yeah. And the thing with Keep It
Like
Spotless, the other
the,
reason I put it low except for the low win rate is when it was airing, it was like 3 months before Double Dare 2018 aired. So it
yeah, they
felt,
aired most. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it felt like they aired the show. It's like you could just waited, air all the episodes, then put Double Dare out. Why wait like in between?
Because they had a lot more faith in Double Dare because it was actually popular and successful.
Yeah. Yeah, in case people ask, Brainsurge Season 1 list hasn't changed. Season 2, I might need to rewatch, but this is
Oh
my
yeah,
list from like a year
when I
ago.
talked about I raised 618 up on my list because I found the thing and there was some pretty funny moments and I dropped it down with 606 because of the BS charade and bad timing of that second clue.
For which one, figure it out.
Yep.
What was 606 again?
See Dad Ron because they brought the whipped cream at the very end of the round and then the BS charade twice.
I'm trying to remember. The coupon clipping one, yeah, and then what was the other one?
Uh, they were just putting something in each other's hands as double handed.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was stupid. And I love how in 618 he's like recapping the round. Yes, no, 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 no. Ladies man, he said, woo! No, yes, slime.
But but I like how they started off with 624. It was just big enthusiasm. But looking back at Brainsurge, I really like how we're still on the stands. But I'm really hoping we're gonna make that. I'm gonna make that edited
It's a
video
shame that
compilation soon.
it's a shame that 624 and 629 were the only full episodes on Nick.com though for season 5. I mean season 6.
Yeah, I still find it very. I, I feel like I feel like Nickelodeon wasn't planning on giving it another season to begin with, given how it was 30 instead of 40. But it was kind of reluctant, but they just compensated with a bunch of gimmicks, which it was worth it. But I kind of wish it had the full 40.
Give me a second real quick. My mic should be back normal. Sorry about that. Okay.
And for those curious, the edited episodes are 237, 240, 230, 214, and 221.
Yeah, I just want to say I mentioned before my 237 reaction. You thought my like 431 as a younger kid was bad. Like that's like even worse because I'm like legit just losing it in that video. That'll go out soon.
And there was 313, which I remember you fell asleep right when it was airing. Otherwise, but you caught the rerun in that recording.
No, the other thing is that we end up. Well, the other main thing was that we were out or something when the original airing was when it aired originally, so I didn't see it till like 3:30.
And yeah, I got upset when the first episode that I watched was 334. It was like the worst timing for me, but I find it interesting that that aired before 313.
When we went to Hawkeyes the one time with my parents, 324 was airing. I remember seeing that, and the Palmers were on there. Because I do remember that episode a little bit. Discord, why did you.
Sorry about that. It was a weird glitch.
Note to self, remember to edit my Mario Party video in Sluts, because apparently some of the stuff is not accurate.
See if I can hear you. What the hell? Oh my goodness.
Give me 1 second.
Switching to the phone, I see we're on Nick Arcade now.
Okay, check the stream. My audio is working at least.
Okay, so
Yeah, so Nick Arcade, this was based on statistics alone.
yeah.
And then the bottom one is based on my personal opinion of the stuff. Oh wait, let me actually fix a couple of these now because we have things. Then yeah.
Thank you, Ryan, and I'm just I'm just so glad we were able to update the Double Dare list as well because we got lucky with that Cubert thing.
I'm still mad though because like I actually legit want to try to trade race the file, but it's like no, we have to have like so many people on our damn screening thing, which is gonna be forever.
Yeah, I understand his rules, but at the same time, he needs to be just a tiny bit lenient.
Yeah, and then like my list in comparison, I guess for me, wins are more important in video challenge wins. So that's why to
And
me, like,
one thing that's still great is that the biggest wager was in fact a win, 75 points.
yeah, but the other thing for me is like if you look at the list, like for example, one. I'm trying to see if there's any difference in these. Like, okay, let me see, 105. Like 105 B tier is higher for me because there were two challenge wins in that episode.
One one of which was the Sonic, but they mistakenly wagered more than what they had.
Well, that was the only time someone actually won Sonic in season one, which is sad considering that the pilot episode the kid won in the game that he didn't have last yet. Yeah, it's the next one, 240. Oh yeah, 242 on the update. Yeah.
But but another yeah, I wonder how did they get that file anyway? Was it someone internally or did they get it from some trader?
Sure, and then you could tell like it's a difference on the list. Like for example, S tier 207's higher up, but 206 I like, and then 237 because it was an evenly matched game and you had one video challenge like that, and then 226 you obviously had the two video challenges. Yeah, like 216 was obviously even though it wasn't a win, they did fine. It came down basically to who had more wins and challenges essentially.
And but but I'm starting to wonder. I think the reason why kids played random games because they were basically exclusive. There's basically their one chance to play them before getting released. Do you think that's why?
Yeah, and the celebrity episodes ranked kind of Like, Welcome Freshman was C tier, Clarissa was D tier, and then B tier was the other one. So yeah, here's the thing. This is basically based on the title thing. You Contenders Circle is where I got the list for this.
Yeah, yeah, they really. I really like the dedication of that, but I'm starting to wonder: could Legends have done a celebrity episode?
I'm not sure. And then here's the Doubleter stuff based on like all the stats and things, which is
Yeah.
more better. So I'm trying to see who's ranked. Well, I did double these because it was easier for me to do stuff. So see, technically Energizers is the worst episode, but even the Navigators.
Yeah, that's very weird, and I'm still pretty happy that some of these players knew their stuff after 38 years. Oh yeah, that reminds me. It's been uh, 39 years since the show started taping.
Oh, interesting. I'm trying to see like what else. Like Guess did good, even though there's. I'm trying to see what the worst is. This one is Hornets, I believe, because too many people failed their dares or whatever. That's it. New York is that. Yeah, 88A didn't have as many. The worst was. Okay, surprisingly, Flufferners was not the lowest ranked episode. It was Jam and J's, which was the second lowest legit win. I think with only $40. So yeah. B, the worst was freaking Celebrity Weeks.
Yeah. Again, I'm starting to wonder what was the budget when it went to syndication. Did it help or hinder the show? Because I know they had to cut corners with having more commercials to make up ad revenue.
Well, the other thing is look at the statistics in terms of Celebrity Week. The first one is Might Earn Legit, the second one is Correct Questions, and the left one is in terms of challenges. Like, if you look at the week two, there were too many challenges and everyone kept screwing them up.
Yeah, and 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 I'm pretty sure we did like a ratio of like money to minutes, and I believe it kind of evens out between the syndication and regular.
I think so, yeah. And then Philly didn't have like any high scoreness at all.
89A, as some would say.
Yeah, like the highest ranked episode isn't even a win. It's like a perfect episode. Scouts won and Crucial 2 are like the best episodes, usually.
Oh yeah. I like how the comeback with the Sunday slide fails in the middle. That's hilarious.
Yeah, because the front game was perfect, but the end game wasn't great, so it worked. And then the Brainsurge episode, the reason why I think this is the worst was like, let me actually find the episode, and I'll show you how. You'll see how many Dex watched. I'm like, this is absolute bull. Like the reason why I say Doubleter, I use the syndication term. Like, oh, it's up here. Yeah, so you have like 3 challenges. The red team will win. Red team wins. They lose a challenge. They win a challenge. Like, oh, here's the first one. Russian roulette. Guess what? You lose. Why freaking? Oh yeah, bracelets. So celebrity team answers half the questions, and then it's like, oh yeah, you lost the luck-based challenge. Congratulations. And your team wins the entire show.
Yep. And I did like the ratio of money to minutes is about 19. It's about 17 and a half to 21 per minute.
Eventually, later on, when I get bored, I want to see like which team had more money, the blue or the red, because I know like for Doubleter 2000, like the blue team, like they rarely got high scores above 700. So I think the only two broke 700 were A, and the only two teams who did have the blue were Blue Blastoids and then Colorado Monkeys, and then B broke 600, and there was only one blue team. So, and then
Yeah,
Orlando.
sometimes I'm going to be honest. It really that was when those kind of teams is when chaos worked in the show. I mentioned that in the essay. Is just they just had to have the same level of enthusiasm that was appropriate.
Yeah, Orlando like
Oh,
did have good episodes. It had like the perfect game where Al Silver's made appearance, Backwards Day, stuff like that. And what sucks is the stupid hat day actually did have a good front game. It just sucked because of the stupid curse. And the underlined stuff is, in case you're wondering, is all special episodes.
yeah. They for those wondering for 80 not for both 89 seasons the special episode would always be the last one of the day.
Yeah, like let's see what we have. Here we have, well, Harvey, that's kind of a special one. Harvey and Mark, Super Sloppy won. Yeah, even though it was a BS win, it got points because it was a perfect front game, despite the low scores. We got Groundhog Day, President's Day, Celebrity Special, Valentine's Day, which we
Yeah, they
have
have
a
the
master tape of.
Mhm.
And then,
Master tape.
yeah, let's see. We got Backwards Day, Halloween. The Breakfast Club was good. I like that one because it's a fake game. Rick Martin's
Yeah, we
Out.
have the the second airing of that, so that's good.
International Day, Stupid Hack Day, Harvey Day, which was really stupid. Be Kind to Animals, Baseball, and then a Pig Day. As you can see, my opinions on some of these for the episodes. But Gleaming Eagles something got worse because the course sucked, and they did 5 challenge, but everyone just sucked. And then here was the season ranking. Did you like that I swapped it out for the Pluto TV stuff?
Yeah, but I still find it interesting how some of them were indeed different. Some of them are like the gas stuff is like 1997 reissues, but some of the Plutos were 99 reissues.
Yeah, because I tried to do like the highest score for each one, and I did the footage I had. Because I know New York is technically the incomplete episode we have. They said they came back to $400.
And for those wondering, if we have a tie between two scores, we would break it by whoever got more questions right.
Yeah, because how I did it when I did the course rankings was whoever had more money. So if like someone got 5 prizes, one had 250, one had 260, I'd rank the 260 higher. But I would, if it was a tie, I would just say tie with whatever.
Yeah, no. And I was pretty impressed with how many successful double dares were in the syndication era.
Yeah, nobody's really watching this, so I'm just doing this to like chill and stream. I might do a Q&A thing later. People actually show up, but whatever. And then look down to a race stream, S tier. McGuilders
Yeah, it's
A, because the front game was perfect.
I every day I feel like we're this much closer to meeting one of the hosts because of our dedication.
Yeah, and then you have the thing, of course, Mojo Magic like leads because of bad challenge rates, which what it was. It's luck because I actually thought the Sluggers thing was a good episode, but then the obstacle course was complete trash. And then, of course, these two had the awful SPCA BS win. And look, the shutout episode for the Wildcats is in D tier, despite the Alpacas being in S tier and the Unidentical Twins being in A tier. Because of how much money they kept getting pity-wise.
Yep. I wonder. I wonder what's the highest losing score there could have ever been. Maybe like 650 if they were lucky. The highest losing score ever.
The highest losing score I know is 575 with 2000. I know the
Yeah.
Eliminators whoever got 525, so. I know in 2018, there was no questions. The winning team got 1350, the losing team got 1200. Yeah, and then here's the 92. Blue Bullets had a high score, so that's why.
Again, Killer Colors might be the best episode in the entire franchise.
Yeah, the only thing is there was 2 challenge losses, so that might be the issue, but that's why it ranked it low. And Double Daredevils, like some of these actually had good front games. I don't know why the very best ranked high, even though I think it's trash.
It's. I think it was. Yeah, they really rushed the ending too.
It's like, oh, we have a good thing at the end. I'm like, oh, we actually have a high combined score, but it's like, no, someone screwed up a loss, someone screwed up a double dare. It's like, congratulations, that's negative 400. And Space Cadets rank low because of just constant pity money. Same with the Taurus. Red Demons because of crappy editing. Because there's 2 questions, and then yeah, and the reason why the blue Nickel, the reason why the blue why'd I put verses and then half for some of these? I don't know what I'm doing. Let me fix that. then Nickel, and then Blue Blazers was the first one of two teams to win by doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was outrageous, but it was arguably even worse for Double Dare 2000, which we'll get to momentarily. But looking back, I see why they try to make some of these challenges easier, because they just want to have some more fun and just have the players get their money while they can cut their taxes for other prizes necessary.
Yeah, and then 2000, you could tell the funny thing is like the two highest ones weren't even wins. We
Yeah.
had 575 to 750, only one challenge loss. Perfect game, perfect front game, and then the high scoring stuff. Oh, Nickel, the funny thing is Red Rockets isn't even the lowest scoring game.
Oh yeah, it was the other episode filmed that day.
You know what the sad thing is, Nickel? These first 4 episodes are all the 4 lowest.
Yeah, I think they realized this pretty quickly because they had to adjust. They really had to adjust the gameplay and like make time.
Yeah, like let's actually take a look at how bad this was. Let me see. So round one, well, the other thing is like the rounds were super short. You could tell, like they got one challenge. Then round two was like they got screwed on the challenge. And then this one you had 2 losses in challenges, and then a 5 in the course. Miracles had 2 losses and a triple loss, and then Blue Bubble Beams you had 3 challenge losses. But finally, Bark Inspires you actually had a smart team. And Nickel, this is why the finale was terrible. If you look at this one, scroll down. It's like the red team gets all these questions right, and then the blue team, yeah, just like, hey, do this challenge. They get one question right, and then they freaking win.
Yeah, it was. It just wasn't fair. I mean, I made this exact complaint, even though I didn't directly use that footage. It's pretty apparent, but I think Bruce too would have had a field day roasting that reboot, wouldn't he?
Yep. Well, it's weird because the way like the last week was, because Blue Pulverizers obviously had a good game, minus like a dare mess up. Then the Crushers perfect front game, but crappy course because of Picket. And then the Red Renegades was fine. The Knicks had the highest score. And the last episode they did was Blue Monsoons, where the blue team won by the red team doing nothing again, so.
And I still find it very interesting how they actually aired this on the Splat, and I weren't you amazed how well that pilot did on my channel?
Yeah, I didn't actually rank these episodes, but here were the 2000 B stuff. Yeah, they got 4. This one had a triple loss, this one had a triple loss, and then this one had just a double or screw up, and then, yeah.
And the only reason that there was a perfect day is because only 2 episodes were taped then.
Yeah, the first production day.
It was session L. Yeah, session L. How ironically, given that letter.
I'm assuming when they filmed that, most of the challenges they used were just reused for that day, so I'm assuming they didn't start filming till later on, and then here was 2018's episodes. Funny enough, the YouTuber thing ranked to last place, which was the one I reacted to.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the shutout episodes, one was in D tier and then one was in S tier.
And looking back, I kind of see why so many statisticians were really into this show because of the stakes that it had, and I'm kind of starting to think that maybe Price is Right had a little bit of influence on the show based on the challenges for money.
The weird thing is that the Who Runs the World team, apparently Game Show Kingdom brought this up, or WordPress, they said, had they not burned as much time on the Blue Plate special, they actually could have gotten the record.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then I put 6 for losses because you had some high score games, and then the bad episodes were basically just 2 awful courses, the painful loss, the team who almost won by doing nothing, and then, yeah. And then I technically it didn't do 2018 part 2, but I'll just show the...
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Gabe fan, how you doing?
Good, yourself?
You ever doing okay?
I'm doing all right. I'm just watching baseball right now.
Just doing
We're
a
reviewing our
chill-
tier list.
Just doing a
So what? What show y'all gonna be watching?
But second, where Rally House quoted the game, he said, every single year prevents challenges.
Nickel, I didn't make one, but here's one for...
Taking
Nickel,
frustrating
here's one
moments as
for
well.
2019, if you're curious.
Adds
Oh,
that
wow.
we
Hey, look,
continue
the
on this
Pretty.
finals one has a perfect record.
interviews. He's really thankful to the Twins that allowed
That's quite something. And
the Phillies are
another interesting thing, I feel bad for how spread out the episodes were for weeks. It was March, then April, then July, and then all the way to October, and then December.
Well, they did it because it made sense, because March was the KCAs,
April was WWE.
Yeah, SpongeBob's anniversary, I think, was June. And then...
July.
Oh, I thought it was June. I'll have to check, because I have it in my notes somewhere. Hold on. Halloween, and then... Also, here's the average for the ranks. I'll show the... Yeah, let's see, March... Yeah, here is the WWE thing, if you're... Let me find it. If you're wondering, because Blue Team got all the questions right in round 1, and then Red Team has got all their points. Oh, it was July, okay. Wasn't sure on that. I thought it was June for some reason.
But looking back, there was like one podcast that didn't like this version of this reboot because it lost the faith because we wanted to get you didn't know what prize you were get, but then it was just for money, and then it was like small tournament style because if you watched it out of order, you'd be confused about how they got there and like what the theme was.
Well, to be fair, I mean, when I watched it, I did it technically in order, but I saved the WWE week till last, because ending on the finale was the perfect way, and it didn't really make a difference.
Yeah, and I know we mentioned this a while back, but I kind of wish the 1990 season and potentially other seasons had done Tournament of Champions. Oh, Nick Arcade as well, because it should have shown like how good they were in both rounds. Like, I know people might think Killer Kellers and Granite Toast would not have gone on had they not won the course, but I doubt that was the case because Mark explicitly said it was for the questions.
Yeah, I think Gadgets and... Yeah, Downhill Racers and Gadgets, they'd have to swap out Candace Cameron for someone else, I believe, and then Candy Canes, and then White House Crew or whatever.
And then I already mentioned how much potential Nick Arcade would have had with its Tournament of Champions. That would have been really fun to see. I believe I'm
trying to see. Season 1 would have been 120 and 125. And
then there was also 109 and 138 for the main game. And for season 2, it would have been 207, 216 versus 201 and 206, 221 and 206.
The funny thing is, season 1, the two fastest teams were red, and then the high scores were yellow.
Yeah, that's going to make it all the more interesting.
I just realized we've been live for 40 minutes, and we've just been chatting, because I wanted to make this Q&A thing, but nobody's watching the stream, so, oh wow.
Again, I'm sorry our thing I'm sorry you weren't feeling well the other day, but I'm just glad you were able to take time off to heal. And now we're just reminiscing about the stuff. But again, think about it. 13 years you've been on and you've got over 4K.
Yeah, I didn't start doing stuff until November, but yeah. Okay, I mentioned this. Christ, I mentioned this in my community post, but it's been a bit since we looked at this. I mentioned this in my community post this month. I might do the Activity TV Halloween stuff because I know people have been asking for that. I have 4 discs, so that should give us a lot of time. Probably one every week. Here's fake Brainsurge. Roblox stuff.
Yeah, we got that short, so that's a win. 212.
Wow, they actually chose someone different. Nice to see.
And you saw that the other person reacted to the actual season 2 pilot, but didn't use, yeah, that one. They didn't use level 1 for some reason.
There's the one you did. The same thing 500 times. Here's Lance's video.
Another one of mine.
Copyright. Not gonna say anything for Justin. There's no point.
6x6 losses.
Because I know, like, Cool Fan didn't make that at all. Because I know they eventually were going to, but they didn't.
Oh, there's my big compilation.
Because I know people were asking why you didn't include... People were saying why didn't you include, like, every episode for the special ones.
I had to be more fair. Ed, you know what made up for that time, right?
Yeah, because I know you said 237... Because I understand, like, not doing 237, but also, like, getting rid of the worst episode from each thing makes sense. Because there's no 237, what else is there? There was no 226.
216 and 234.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, yeah.
I made up with it for having all the ads, and in fact, Mr. Nostalgia praised me for that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But again, I'm very impressed with how well his review did, because not only did Jeff comment on it, but I think we even got a cut. No, we did not get contestants on it, but just a lot of good fans.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we're now just looking at game show plugs and other rare recordings. And to be honest, a lot of people...
This should just say whatever the hell I want to stream at this point. Yeah, I used the Terabox links for this because I know some of the stuff got removed. Because I know 119 I had to swap out. Oh, Nickel, and then the partially lost ones are the ones that we have half complete.
Yeah, you're good. So yeah. So many of them can in fact be recreated, but it would just be a tiny bit dishonest to do so because you could tell the transitions or what make it original.
Yep. 23 and 30 are found. We're just waiting for those to get documented. Yeah, and then 131 I did update because remember you said that was technically correct. Even though she doesn't say back to you, Phil, at the end, which is weird.
And the other thing was that someone in Nick's story found the full tape of the day where we found that February '93 airing of the season 2 stuff. So that's good.
Where's my thing on?
But you know what's still...
Oh, I did individual...
You know what still makes me angry?
Oh, I did the individual segments for the... Yeah, I did the individual segments for the price plugs, so I have each one, so I'll show, like, the...
And just the thing that still pisses me off is that they only aired the show at 4 in the morning.
I think I have it. Well, let me just put this in.
Why would they air? Why would they air their one show at that awful time slot?
Yeah, see, okay, I have the file, I'll show you. See, because they don't do the back to you Phil thing on this.
Radius makes toothbrushing fun with its radical design and vivid colors. 5,500
Yep.
soft automatically clean teeth athletic shoes. The shoes with the diamonds inside that cushion your feet and bounce back. Shoes change. Diamond Cells from British Knight.
The same question goes to why they offer that hazmat suit on webheads.
No, and then season 2,
Like,
of course.
who wanted that? Who would actually want that?
Based on what Josh said, that's like the only time they offer that price. Yeah, we have this. We have partial 226 thanks to Josh's copy. 230, yeah, because I checked the copy or something, it was different, because I think Eastpak was the original one. It's weird. The weird thing is that 213 and 230 were like the same day, or something with the ozone thing, and yet this one didn't have the original plot.
Yeah,
that one did.
That's one I was talking about. That's February 10 and 11, 93.
Yeah, and then 232 was the Perma Plus, and then 240 I did update.
And, oh, I just got a notification Athena P is making another short about Great Wolf Lodge. Her video on that is just so funny.
I'm a little mad that they, because I didn't know they changed the, in the Poconos one. I'm kind of mad.
Yeah, I understand why they had to change those animatronics. But I really miss those cabins.
Let's see what we have for game shows. Hold on, we have Brainsurge. It says it's partially lots of
What?
stuff. Double Dare Australia.
Nickelodeon Splat and Slime Time Live.
Regular Double Dare. Family Double Dare Australia. Figured out the band episode. Game Farm. Legends. There's 2 of them. And then Webheads. Oh yeah, because some of the episodes technically... Oh yeah, because I don't think all the episodes are found. That's right. Yeah, because a couple of the later episodes are not available.
Yeah, they put only the first half on iTunes.
Well, the other thing is that certain episodes were on... Well, the other thing is that certain episodes aired on Nicktoons as well. Similar to...
Yeah, I know, but looking back, I find it weird. I still remember when we were going to do the event a decade ago where they're going to bring the game shows back for You Only Slime Once, and all they aired was Webheads instead, and that 1 week of Figure It Out.
Okay, hold on, I need to fix this real quick. Where is it?
Like, you remember those promos, right?
Yeah, let me fix this. It's not right.
It was such a big letdown that we didn't see Brainsurge again.
I think all of the at the end of the paragraph you stop. No, I think that means you can then
And another thing about Legends, it's still outrageous how impatient these contestants must have been, how they were filming it. They had to wait like 2 hours to film their next part while they were just eating pizza and playing video games backstage.
Okay, let's see what we have for Legends, because let me see. Okay, Nico, so I did the math, though, technically for the Legends thing. If we get the 2 episodes from Race or something, season 1 will have 10 episodes now with all the vlogs.
Yep.
Season 2 is still currently at 5, and the only one we can get is 231. Right. And I think I checked for Legends, technically we have 39 available.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I put down like 9 and 5, so... Dates number on. The funny thing is that, is this even available still, or I think it's not available?
The first time you see your camera, probably very.
Yeah, Paramount, freaking
Every damn time. I mean, I'm still upset that so many people are just bootlicking the stuff now.
You know, the weird thing with the Spanish dubs, Nickel, is they didn't even bother dubbing over the prizes. They just played the footage.
Outrageous.
It was just like footage, yeah. Yeah, I linked these to, I think it's, Alex, Daily Motion thing. Yeah, so this is, like, some of the clips I got. Oh, and in case you're wondering to make the great thing, I just copied that off YouTube. So, yeah. Yeah, season 1 has an okay amount. I know... Ryan has a couple. He has... Let's see.
I think in that,
Okay,
I think in
this
that
one...
specific,
This one is Pocky
it's like
Monkey,
the first time I realized how we could have related, like,
this one it
that
says
it's like,
97,
this is
so
my
I'm assuming the
with
comments
like now it's like older,
stuff.
it could be something different.
I don't remember if I still had the internal docs for the show because that might affect what prizes were changed and how.
Because he has this and then he has 40.
But
Season 2
I was
it's
I'm still pretty impressed with like how Bruce Stu actually used the gas copies for some of those plugs.
Something I found weird though, Nick, was that season 1 it had 9 original, 9 unaltered, and then 5 found. Season 12 had more unaltered stuff. It had a 12.
Weird.
It's the only ones we have because of Ryan and Race, because we have the last 2, and then season 3 we only have the master, 2 of the master tapes, and then a regular episode.
This is the first time, but maybe like one of the most
Yeah, because I think season 3, yeah, because season 3, shit, I forgot to actually fix that. Hold on. I need to fix the one thing. Give me a second.
Okay.
I screwed up the one thing. Yeah, so the weird thing, season 3 is when they started doing the altered stuff. When they started changing the plugs around.
I think that could be. We got into that conclusion that we could, like, realizing that the camera yeah.
I just didn't
Yeah, that's good.
away from
I
that.
think because like things going on, you're still talking about it like it just happened, you know? Which you still can, like you like just have to get to it, you know. But like
Yeah, I appreciate.
I would say like maybe the other day, like a couple months ago or whatever. So you still could be talking about like the past, but like the recent past, you know what I mean? A little more like grounded.
Yeah, I think it's just like 2023 or something when we got the one thing.
Yeah. Exactly. Like now, right now, I have realized all about it. You know what I mean?
And I'm still wondering how. I still like seeing it on Reddit. They're like, what's that game show where they had to step on the floor and then white tiles would appear, and then they're still liking not only the same episode, but they're like, oh, they're having the exact memory of why they remember it.
Yeah, like it's still technically not 100% complete. It's the frickin' illegal garbage.
Oh, that behind the scenes thing can be redone now that we have 238.
Oh, is there no... Oh, the comments aren't on here anymore. Damn it.
Is it possible they expired due to how long ago it was?
No, because they have all comments. I think because when they redirected the site, that's what happened.
I like the way you jump back and forth. I think it's great, and like
right.
The lack of clarity or like I think it's really good, and I like the setting you do in the beginning. And like just like questions like your character specifically like being 14, what about reflecting on the past?
So Ryan's in my chat now. Probably just go for a couple more minutes because my chat's basically dead.
Yeah, no, it's great. But like, you want to pass it
Okay,
like,
but
yeah,
I'm still hoping you're gonna continue watching all that because I think season 4 might be the best season of the show. But yeah, looking back, it really was the foundation of so much great comedians.
I just noticed I hit 4,050 already. Jesus Christ, people.
I think it's because they really like your special.
The figured out thing definitely went up. Like, my god. When did I upload that? Like, a few weeks, like, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Jesus, that already has 3,000 views. What the hell?
Because people like seeing that stuff. And again, I just hit 2,600, and I hope my people are going to agree with my list. I know you disagree with a couple of points, but I can accept them.
Yeah.
But the one fail that's always going to stick out to me is that flip-flop fail where the instructions could not have been more obvious, but he hit the button immediately. And then did you see the other 10 chances one where she wrote a number that wasn't on the board at all?
Yeah. Let me see. Where's the... We're going good. Let me see. Where's the... Let's do this again, Nickel, for the... If you're wondering. Here's the stupid keep it spotless stats. Underlined was basically an individual thing, but yeah, like, there were times where you could barely just get a 0 for screwing up the event.
Yep.
Yeah, the lowest someone got was... Combined score, I think, was 218. The highest was... What was it? Wait, that's not true at all. The highest was... 361, which surprisingly is like the best episode, I'm assuming. Yeah, because I'm seeing 5, 8, 7, 6, 7, 9, 3, 4, 2. The weird thing is the first half of the season was okay, and then the second half of the season just did terrible.
Yeah. And again, you could argue that Nick sunk even lower with the 5th grader reboot.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they had to... Yeah.
The stupid thing is like, oh, John Cena's producing this show, and it's like... Yeah, nobody frickin' hosted the show, technically, though.
But just... So, yeah, because at this point, Nickelodeon just couldn't get the marketing rights to a bunch of these companies or make new merchandise, so they just gave them cash. Isn't it sad?
Yep. Wait, what was the lowest score someone ever got? Let me check. We got, let's see, 174. I think 174 was the lowest someone got on this. Okay. 74.5, okay.
Oh, Vahan said one day there should be a Nick Arcade restoration project.
Which one? Oh, and,
I'm guessing
I mean, we have
Race would...
I mean, we technically have Paramount
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah, but I'm guessing Race is only going to do that not only if we have more plugs, but he has other materials that he wants to get first.
Yeah.
But we got so lucky with 235 back when Amazon allowed us to buy the episodes individually.
Yeah, because I updated the this already, but yeah, the list. Season 2, this is the missing one, and then I'm not sure if this is a different episode or it's the same episode. So I know there's contestants Trey, Jamie, and Alex, but I don't want to make the same mistake I did with Trey, where I got frickin' scammed because someone doesn't know how to read. I'm still pissed off though, because like 2 of the episodes I really wanted or something were just fake titled episodes.
Yeah, and there's also the alleged title of Goldfish versus Gumballs, but that's been seemingly debunked.
Yeah, no, he put Stints versus Bulldogs. In reality, it was Alpachi, so I don't even know how the hell you got that far.
Nobody said Stints in the episode at all, right?
Yeah, and then one of the things he got the names wrong for Finders Keepers. Like, I'm trying to find the... Let me try to find the email. My phone, like, he got the frickin' thing so wrong.
But...
Let me find one. I have it on here. It was... What was the episode? Let's see. Oh yeah, because I tried to do the Australian thing and then he got pissed off because he said, I hate to waste space on an episode, pick something else.
No.
Oh yeah, it was, the contestants were Angela and Brian versus Dave and No Idea. When in reality it was Angela and Paul versus Brandy and Diaz. I don't know how you got Brian from Paul. And what sucked was that episode was missing half of the pictures. I'm like, oh good, it's an episode I already have, so I didn't waste my damn time. Because I know when he said the bottom, I just have to nope, get rid of these, this is my time. Yeah, because 231
and
here, the first 2 at least, let me just copy and paste. I know the first
at this point,
something.
as I said, we're gonna have to rely on dumb luck again because do you know how crazy some of the stuff was?
Yep, I know the first 2 make the great things I put. Michael actually wrote in the comments. He gave me info on the episodes at least.
I know you don't. That's all I'm gonna say.
And I just have like backups of episodes. The Legends Wiki, I'm pretty sure is wrong though on Adam's episode. You know why?
Why?
Because they keep saying, oh, the second prize was the Spider-Man, the third prize was the Fashion Bug, and I'm like, no, it's technically wrong because the Fashion Bug would technically be 2, because Adam made it to the top of the game, and he has an actual, like, photo from the Legends company that gave him the Spider-Man game.
And then there's also the alleged super fan named Olmec who keeps changing the premiere dates for seasons 3.
It's like you don't have any proof at all. You're just mixing crap up like every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and apparently you think that there wasn't there was no new episode the same day that Rocco aired?
I don't think there would be though, because let me check real quick. Yeah, it's like the third aired one, but I'm pretty sure it's a repeat. Also, I'm pretty sure this isn't even the first Rocco episode.
It's the first air, but the next week was the first animated episode.
Yeah, that was where they went to the gym or whatever.
Yeah, Nickelodeon loves really mixing things up. I mean, they did the same thing with All Grown Up. The first episode that they made was Susie Sings the Blues, but the first aired one was Truth or Consequences.
Yeah, let me see, because I'm pretty sure it must have been repeats, because this is the third episode aired. And then, of course, we have the footage from that, and then... George Horseshoe should be on here, and we don't have footage of that yet, but...
Wait, Family Double there, Tournament of Champions in a half-hour slot? That can't be right.
That's fake. That's... Someone BS that. Just using Rugrats and stuff, apparently. We're just gonna look at
yeah,
things, I guess. Let's see. Let's just technically the first week it aired. Because we have that. And then... Legends, and the second one should be this one. Oh, I don't think... Okay, so Race actually didn't log the things yet. For the Nick Arcade thing. For the fourth...
Log what?
The fourth and fifth have not been logged yet.
Oh.
Because there's the original one from... Ryan's thing, and then if you go to the fourth... You notice it's not technically listed yet.
I still can't believe... I still find it very interesting how we couldn't find 107's air date.
Maybe it was like a random thing, like with the one doubled episode. I'll see what we have for some of the Finders Keeper stuff, because I know a couple of the incomplete episodes technically do have things. Let me see. This premiere episode. Yeah, because I know we have the original copy for some of these from... Oh, Brian, okay, I was gonna say... Technically we have the copy from Contestant. This was from the newspaper. Yeah, because Race found a couple of these. Remember?
Yeah, and...
Some of these, the incomplete ones, are from my newspaper articles.
And usually they don't allow full episode links, but you listed an indirect playlist with more info, so they allowed it.
Yeah, well, I put the playlist for the episodes, because then people wouldn't know the thing. Because Make the Grade, I did a playlist as well, because... Yeah, because there was a bit of the Weird Al thing, so that's how he found the air date for it.
Yeah, and similar thing with Pete and Pete. There was the Valentine's Day special, so we found the air date for 108. But seriously, this is why the ads are important. They really signify their time. I mean, we were able to identify a bunch of those Family Double Air tapes because of that.
What's this? Someone found a thing. Real quick. Oh, it just shows a list of episodes. Some of these are not correct, but... Mixing 1 and 2... Yeah, because this is where... See, this is where it mentions the... This is where it mentioned the 2 celebrity weeks. Yeah, see, this is where it mentions the 2 celebrity weeks. This is how I learned about that. Let's see. Yeah, and then the rest of these I'm not 100% on, because we have a couple of them. Yeah, this is from Matt himself, and then let me see what else.
And I'll say this one more time for you. I'm so proud that you've been feet away from where they filmed all this stuff for so many years.
Yeah. Oh, Nico. So I did technically check my info on this. 68 and 69 were both day Q.
That's great to know.
Yeah, because I did the math, because I'm trying to see, because 102 would have been is Z, which would have been 9, so let's see. Okay, 1 is R, and then R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, so that lines up to Z, so that is technically correct. So, yeah, because I'm assuming what they did was they filmed the 3 episodes in the morning, and then the last 2 they filmed in the afternoon, because I know Vahan found a clip of Harvey doing a little video with the staff for the last 2 days. We don't know what the episodes are, but he posted a thing for it. And then seasons 2 and 3, these were thanks to newspapers. And then season 3, of course, they're because of the Fox stuff. So they're not going to be on there, obviously. I can't see the... I wish I could see the photo or something, because I don't have a free access thing, though. So I could see which tests were which.
If
You can see this in the newspaper article for some of the episodes mentioning the tape days.
Yeah, they were some good giveaways, but I still find it interesting how double the air, especially the first Orlando season, they almost always had those from the same school, except for that one session where they had 2 teams from Seattle.
Yeah, because I know you need like a free trial thing to actually access the newspaper. Because I would have loved to actually see the thing.
I think Julia had her free trial, but I don't think I think it expired for her.
Okay, let me see. This one is... Let me see for these if they were. Okay, this one is... let me see. Finders, keepers, each... Yeah, this is where it mentions the... It mentions some of the premiere episodes, and the... Becky and Justin, this is where it mentions the air date. So that's how we got that correct. And this one is... What is this one for? This is... Let's see, this has... Oh, this mentions 3 lost episodes, okay. So one team apparently won, one team sucked, and then one team did. Because apparently an episode aired on Christmas Eve, so the master tape we have for the Christmas episode aired Christmas Day. And then the other Christmas episode, I'm guessing, aired sometime in December, but not Christmas Eve, because this was a different episode.
Okay. And anyhow, I'm really impressed with just how little the show has been documented, despite the fact that we know Nickelodeon has at least a good chunk of the episodes in their vault.
And then this one was during the first premiere week, where it mentions the team won, and then another team won $700. And it mentions, like, the pastry shop and stuff was used, so we don't know what the episode is in particular, but we know that, at least.
Again, I appreciate your dedication to these shows, and hopefully there's going to be another big project for us to work on.
Let's see, Think Fast. We have... Yeah, the tape days, I'm assuming... Because this episode, I know, was filmed the same day as, like, the early episodes, but the thing was, they delayed the locker room till a lot later on, so I know that. Of course, we'll skim these, of course, for the pictures. Because I know Doug said he apparently got these from someone else to have this stuff. someone had the commercials, and then the shoutout episode. Yeah, this isn't uploaded online.
And then
This isn't uploaded online yet, but I know Chuck has the original airing on his Daily Motion, but there's no commercials at all.
I forget, is Ryan the only one who could contact Chuck?
I'm not sure. Oh, here's the episodes that we have like no guest airings of.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to check a couple of these, and then last one we have airing of, and then yeah, I was able to determine, because some of these I can kind of determine the mystery ones. I know this one in particular, some of the comments said this was missing a locker room pair. And this was the worst episode, of course. Yeah, so based on like the math I did with the other stuff, it seems it does seem correct, at least with the production value of 65. So I'm still curious on like what the. Let's check these, because this one, I'm assuming a gas airing does exist, but we don't have it yet, because that's a newfound episode. The question I'm curious about is like, what the heck would A to D be? Because these 5 were my guess, because these are all early episodes, so this could have been D, like 4 to 8. But what would 1 to 3 be technically? Because this one could be. Yeah, this one could be Grease if I'm not 100% on it. Or do you think they had a similar thing to Legends, where it was like they filmed stuff later on, but then they just edited them later?
I think it might have been edited later.
Yeah, because I know Make the Grade did a similar thing. I'll look at that in a second. But like, the weird thing is, if you look at Skip Lack, it looked there's like nothing, and this is the only reason we know about this was. I did link a YouTube video for this, but it was for particular reasons. Was the show, because I couldn't find footage.
Rewards for academic.
Yeah, see, because Nikki and John's thing, see, it says it in the newspaper.
Yeah, well,
This was the
again,
footage I
I'm
had
glad
of the
these
air
sources are
date.
being more lenient.
Yeah, because this was technically the only footage I could find of the thing. We don't know the air date, though, unfortunately. I mean, the production day. I'm assuming it's like January or something. And then the rest of my Karen Lackey stuff has nothing. And then I did the playlist, and then I did. So people could see it. And then the original air dates, I just did a link to Dope's channel. The weird thing is, this one, like, Make the Grade has, like, no information at all on, like, anything.
Yeah, that's really, really sad, because that show was so well received, and not
Like,
to mention.
Like, the only footage we have, like, this is footage from, like, the contestant themselves, and then the rest is literally just, like, nothing, and then we have one production code. And then season 2, I need to fix the order of this later. I know that. It's not complete, but. And then season 3, we just have a later airing of an episode. Yeah, because I'm assuming, like, if they did this, because as you can see, 46, based on the honors round categories, it was filmed before 21, but they end up just editing the episode a lot later on.
Yeah, it's quite suspicious, and. But again, looking back, I'm pretty we are so close to getting the final airing of the show on the main channel because Race has the third to last. It was 113.
For what show?
Nick Arcade. It was September 28th was the last day for 97. September 21st is the last airing that Race has.
Yep. And then get the picture. The only ones we have from newspaper articles. This was actually from I think Jared's copy, so we have the official air date of this. And then season 2.
Oh, hey.
Because the master tape.
Oh, hey. They posted the marriage list of Brainsurge.
Oh. Yeah, and then I posted the newspaper articles for this stuff. Then I guess we'll do Nick Arcade real quick. Yeah, and then Nick Arcade we don't have a lot, so. I'm not sure if I could actually post the. That's not what I meant to do. I'm not sure if I could actually post the photo because people are like, they're not 100% if that's the correct date or not. Because I know technically we do have the original copy. And then computer, of course, says nothing. What is this? Oh, this was the. Okay, I'm probably gonna end the stream now because nobody's in the chat at all.
That's okay. I hope you rest easy. And again, I appreciate your comments on The Price is Right because a lot of the games just really were relics at the time despite their flaws.
Yeah.
See you around.